Hello, my YouTube family. I don't know what to say about what's going on with my camera right now. So if I look a little orange or what have you, I can't. I've been for the past like 30 minutes right now. I would have been done recording. For the past 30 minutes, I've been trying to get this color right. It's not working. So please take me as I am. But then again, you may not see the true color of the lipstick that I'm wearing, which I wore yesterday at the Christmas party. But I wore it with a kind of like a goldish gloss on top. Oh, I was looking fierce, people. I was looking fierce. No, I did not wear red. Everybody wanted me to wear red, and then at the last moment, I chose red. I had red everything, and I'm like, that's not red. My heart wasn't in it because I originally wanted to do the whole rose gold goldy look, and I wound up doing that anyway. So I'm sorry, people. Thank you very much for your suggestions, but please don't be miffed that you suggest something and then Nancy doesn't take up on the suggestions. That's not the truth. I just wanted to hear the suggestions to see if I could get a good idea. And I took out all my reds, the reds that I really wanted to, and I was like, oh, okay. And apparently a video, December 1st video, everybody was, we want you to wear the look that you wore on the December 1st video. So I had to go backtrack. I think it was a raspberry. I was wearing a raspberry lipstick. So I took out my raspberry lipstick and I was like, it's a nice shade and I like it and everything, but I wasn't feeling it. My heart wasn't in it. So I wound up wearing what I'm wearing now, but I added a topper to it. I was looking fierce, people. Don't worry about it. I was looking fierce. I had an awesome time. Can I just say I had an awesome time. I was dancing like nobody's business. I originally just wanted to go, eat, have a drink, and leave. I wound up staying for the whole damn thing. I had a really, really good time. I really did. And today, people were coming at me that I have not really seen or not really gotten to know. And they were like, we didn't know you could move like that. I was like, well, because you see me behind the desk all damn day. It's not like you see me dancing around the desk or anything. You don't see me until I'm in, a social event. And I was feeling good. I was feeling okay. I was feeling fine. I danced pretty much the entire time that I was there. So, yeah. And this is the first holiday party that I have like actually danced this much. You couldn't get my ass off the floor. But then there was a coworker, Joanne. She puts everybody to shame. When there's some good music on, she don't care if she's the only one dancing on the floor. She had the party started. Then Jose came in after that, and the two of them on the dance floor. And then I was dancing with Jose, and Jose was like, hey, I found my dance partner. I was like, oh, okay, fine. And he fine too, but he married. Story of my life, people. Story of my life. So, in any event, Nancy had an awesome time. I got lost getting there because it doesn't show up on the GPS. Got lost getting there, but I finally made it there. And then what else happened? I got there, I ate a little bit, danced the night away, and yeah. Cutie was there, Mrs. Cutie the Bee was there. And get this. When I finally came home, honey, I came home at like 7:45. You know, you weren't gonna see no video, right? Came home at 7:45. I just checked. All I did was check my Facebook and I checked my email. I didn't, and then I shut off the computer. But when I was checking my Facebook, who do I get a friend request from? Mrs. Cutie the Bee. I was like, oh, she like me like that? Or does she want to keep tabs on me when I'm checking out Cutie's page? Which I am not checking out his page on a daily basis. I'm not checking out his page at all unless her pictures show up on my page. So I guess she just said, well, to hell with it. I'll just friend her. So we friends now. And she was there, but Cutie don't dance. So, and I guess if Cutie don't dance, she's not going to dance. And they didn't stay that long anyway. I think, yeah, they left way before I did. So, yeah. So this whole me going, just yakety yakking, saying hi and leaving, that went out the window. The music, the band was amazing. The band was incredible. Okay. So now that you know, I had myself a good old time. I had a good old time. Did not drink at all. So no, you weren't going to see a drunk video even if I did come home and make a video. No drunk video. I didn't drink at all. I didn't have a thing to drink. Ate, but didn't have anything to wash it down with. I mean, they had a ton of, I mean, the bar was like open, but for some reason, people were just like hogging the bar. So I didn't want to push up. I said, you know what, just give me some food and call it a day. So when I got home, I was drinking a ton of water and some soda. So anyway, let's get on with what I was wearing. This is the lip slightly diffused from last night. It's basically the lipstick, but I had a goldy gloss on top, which really pumped it up a little. But today was back to work, so, you know, toned it down. So here we go. I know the hair's a hot mess and everything, but it was looking good. Trust me, yesterday it was looking good. In any event, let's get on with it. Let us start with the liner, which is Bobbi Brown in the color Raisin. Kind of like a purpley, it's almost like a purpley brown kind of, which is the perfect shade for this lipstick, because this is sleek sheer cover lipstick. There you go, sheer cover lipstick in the shade Cashmere. Some pronounce it Cashmere and some pronounce it Cashmere. All depends on how you feel about it. And this is Cashmere. This is it's kind of a bronzy brown. Kind of a bronzy brown shade. And this is it. You really can't see it all that well, can you? I'm sorry, people. Can you see it a little better this way? My camera's acting up. I really don't know what the hell is the problem. But I'm sorry. Anyway. If you can see it better on my lips, that's what it is. Loving the shade immensely. Smooth as silk. Love it, love it, love it. Stick to your lips. These sheer lipsticks are the sleek lipsticks are very, very good. So that is basically it in a nutshell, people. It is Friday. More than half of the people did not show up today. But I got to tell you, Nancy getting old and she refuses to understand that she's getting old. I came home yesterday, people. It's a shame. It goes to show you that, your mind will always be young if you want it to remain young. But your body is, this machine, all machines break down eventually. The mind may stay young and smart and always alert, but the body, oh my goodness. I came home yesterday, and when I kind of detox from the excitement, I'm still excited from yesterday. I kind of, because it was getting late and I'm catching up on things to watch, and I'm looking at him, he's fast asleep. Yeah, that's him. He just did not want to be bothered today with me at all. So, okay, now I'm not straight. There I go. Now I'm straight. So I came home, I took care of him, and I think he was mad at me. He's always mad when I come home late. But he snuggled up next to me when it was time to go to sleep, and guess what time Nancy went to sleep? 10:30, people. When I finally settled down, the ache and pains of my bones were like, they were punishing me for what I put them through on the dance floor. And it was bad, to the point my back was aching so badly that I had to pop 2 Advils. And I said, Lord Jesus, please let me get to sleep. So finally, when the Advil were kicking in and my muscles were starting to relax, I said, okay, I'm sleepy. Let me just go to sleep. Going to sleep at 10:30 is a godsend and a blessing. But I sometimes can't go to sleep at 10:30 because I'm watching something from 10 to 11. Now, of course, you could always DVR whatever you watching, Nancy. But why would I want to do that? In any event, it was one of the best night's sleep I've had in a very long time. And I woke up and, you know, the Advils were fine. I woke up. I wasn't in any pain, any discomfort. But, yeah, Nancy can't do what she did when she was 18, 20, 25. No, 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 no. Because had I been at a party like this at the age of, let's say 21, 22, 23, I would have found a crew to hang out with after the party, to go to an after party or go to a bar and hang out until about maybe quarter to 12, then drive home and then get some sleep. But that's when you're young and you have the vitality, the juice, you have the power, you have the will, you have the want, you have the drive to do all of that. I was lucky to just get there. Okay, just get there and have enough gas in me to eat, be sociable, dance like there was no tomorrow, and then come home. And my body said, that is all for you. You won't be doing that for another year. Okay. Can we just come to the realization? Thank God for Advil. That's all I have to say, because my back, I mean, my bones were just creaking. That's a sad situation. When every movement you make, crack, creak, creak, crack. I was like, oh, damn. Damn. And then, you know, and then it hits you. You're 50. You're not 21 anymore. You're not 25. You're not 40 anymore. You're 50. So, yeah. Yeah. I lied down on the sofa. I was kind of like watching. Did anybody watch Grace Point? That was such a good show. And last night was the last episode. And they kind of left you hanging. They gave you who the killer was. And then they left you kind of hanging. I'm like, well, is that the last episode? Or is it coming back? What? It really was good. It didn't get much media coverage. I'm hoping that it'll come back next season if it does. The actor who plays the lead detective, his name is David something, and he's British, and he doesn't sound British. He's playing an American. Apparently, this particular, it was a 10-episode series. It originated in the UK, and David played the same part in the UK as he played in the American version. And I don't know anything about the UK's Grace Point. It was a different name in the UK, and they brought it to America and they named it Grace Point. It was a good show. And I didn't see who the killer. I didn't like. They kind of totally whipped me off left field. I was like, he's the killer, and then there's a sub killer. There's a killer and a sub killer, and I was when they showed who the real killer was, I was like, oh shoot, for real? It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was kind of slow moving, but you had to kind of really stick with it. A lot of people, I'm sure, would have thought, damn, this is such a boring show. It really isn't. You have to have more of an attention span than a flea, okay? You have to kind of stick with it. You got to absorb it. It kind of makes you think. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. So I watched Grace Point, and I think I had it on DVR. I was watching, no, it wasn't on DVR. I watched Once Upon a Time, because I tape it every Sunday. So I finally watched that episode, and I still had time to kill. So, no, the Once Upon a Time finished at exactly 9 o'clock, which was what I was waiting for in order to go watch my Grace Point. So after Once Upon a Time that I DVR'd, I watched Grace Point. After Grace Point, from 9 to 10. From 10, I was like, should I start watching something else? I'm not sure. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And, time was ticking. So I said, you know what? Let me just go check on my face. I closed the television because I said, okay, if I'm going in my room, that's it. I'm not going back out. Closed everything in the living room. Tom followed me into the bedroom. He sat right next to me. And I checked my Facebook page. I was reading. I didn't do any posting at all. I just read. And that's when I saw Mrs. Cutie the Bee friending me, which I was, I was surprised, but I was like, oh, okay, fine. Now I got to really be careful what I post. And that was it. That was it, Earlier on, I had washed my face and all of that and, changed into my comfy cozies. But when I started to sit and watch, that's when the bones started like cricking and cracking. And then my back was like, really, you need to bring down something here because we need some help. I was like, oh, sweats. Oh, sweats. Other words were coming out of my mouth, but, trying to keep it PG. So I popped the last 2 Advils, by the way. So I need a new supply of Advils. And I popped those babies and I was praying to Jesus, please, Lord, remove this achiness from me because I cannot deal right now. I mean, I have a bad back to begin with, as you know. But like, I really needed help. Thankfully, I was on the dance floor, and while I was dancing, I was feeling fine. My back was not hurting. I was not in any pain. Every new song that they were playing that I wanted to dance to, honey, I sat down for like half a song, and then they started to play boom, boom, dum, dum. This is how we do. Honey, I just flew on the floor. This is how we do it? What? This is how we do it. Boom, 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 boom. This is how we do. I was on the floor. And the crowd started coming in, and I was dancing with Jose and Joanne, and yeah, it was a fun time was had by all, but then I paid for it in the end. So, not going to stop me though. Shoot, another party and I'm invited to and I want to go to, I'm there. I'll deal with the consequences later. I'm not dead yet, people. Okay, I'm old, but I'm not dead. Okay, there's a difference. So that was basically it in a nutshell, people. That was that. That was how last night went. Yeah, that was how last night went. And thank God I put my hair up. Because somebody had suggested, Nancy, why don't you just keep your hair down? I was this close to putting my hair down, and I said, you know what? No, I'm going to put it up the way I originally wanted to. And I did, and thank God I did, because I was sweating like a beast. Had I kept my hair out, it would have been Poof City. Thankfully, it's the relaxer is still in there. I need to get a little coloring situation done. That'll be next week. But thankfully I had it up and away from my face and all of that. So I was sweating. I was working up a sweat, honey. But hey, everybody else was working up a sweat too. I'm not the only old one there, okay? But I was moving and grooving. Had myself a good time. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I'm so glad I did go. I'm so glad I did go. Waking up this morning, it wasn't bad. Waking up this morning was not bad because I had a good night's sleep. And I wasn't achy and I was feeling fine. So today was not such a bad day. There was hardly anybody there. The phones were hardly ringing at all. So, it might have been a little slow moving for a bit, but it's finally over. I'm home. The weekend is here, people. I've got a wall bounce order coming tomorrow morning. And that is that with that upon that. That's it. There you have it. We got family dinner next Tuesday, so you won't see me next Tuesday. I'm just saying. Just to let you know, I'm putting it out there before I forget to tell you. And that's basically it in a nutshell, people. That is all I have for you. Okay? This following week, I have to get through that week, and then comes my vacation for the next 2 weeks. Seriously, for the next 2 weeks, you will only see me for the last 14 days of the year. You will only see me twice. The 24th, December 24th, and the following Wednesday, which is the 30th, the 31st. I think it's either the 30th or the 31st. So those are the only 2 days. So yeah. In any event, that is it. That is all. That's all I have for you today. I love you. I love my YouTube family. The weekend is here. TGIF. Thank you, Jesus. And that is it. That is it. Tomorrow, my wall bams order, and then I have to go to the post office and pick up some stamps. And yeah, that's it in a nutshell, people. I love you so very much, and I will see you on Monday. Okay? I love you now. Bye now. Oh, let me know what you think. I mean, you know, from what you could see, let me know what you think. It looks like it's a Your Lips But Better, but it really isn't. There is a slight bit of color. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Sorry. Okay. I love you. Bye now.